All right, we're going to talk about question number 3. This will be a little bit different than what we did last week. Last week we had an X and a Y answer, and we had answers that ended in parentheses. This time, we may not. And your answer is going to be many solutions or no solutions. That's it. You may have something that says one solution. This does say infinitely many solutions. I just call it many solutions. Okay? So let's take a look at this. Looking at question number 3, is there a letter all by itself? Is there? Yes. 2x plus 1. This y is all by itself. That's the equation I'm going to start with. So what I'm going to do is put a blue line underneath that equation. Just kind of circle it. That's what I'm starting at. Let's take that 3 out of it so you know it's not 3y. It's just y. And what am I going to do with that? I like to rewrite it again. I know it's already there, but it's nice to rewrite it so you don't forget anything to substitute in. So when I do that, here is 4x minus 2y equals 6. I need to take this blue line and substitute it in for y. So when I do that, I have 4x minus 2 parentheses. Can someone tell me what goes in the parentheses? 6? Someone with that? Okay, let's take a look. If you were thinking 2x plus 1, which I've heard and saw a lot of people looking at and say, you are correct. And then you're going to have 4x minus 2 parentheses 2x plus 1 equals 6. That's why I put it on top so I don't forget when I substitute to make sure I put everything on that line. Now, what do? Oh, there's parentheses. What am I going to do? Distribute. Or if you remember, there's the rabbit. What are the rabbits going to do? We're going to hop and multiply. Excellent. Hop and multiply. So I'm going to take 4x minus, and when I do that, please circle that -2, because that goes with the 2. Some of you forget that. That's part of that number. So -2 times 2x is negative 4x. But when I write it here, it's actually minus 4x. Then I take -2 times 1, which is -2, and then I go ahead and write equals 6. Remember the rule that we do next. I circle my number and the letter always. Okay? There is sometimes a method to my madness. And this is why I do it. So I want to see where the circles are. Where is my wall? If I have 2 circles on the same side of the wall, what am I going to do? Right. I'm going to combine them. You guys agree? Okay. So let's combine them together. 4 minus, if you get that, 4x minus 4x is 0. So they cancel each other out. I don't need the 0 there because there's nothing there. What am I left with? -2 equals 6. Ask yourself. Take 10 seconds to think about it. Does -2 equal 6? What do you think? No. You got to shake your head on no. It doesn't. They're not the same. So you can say, no, And what is my answer? No solution. Right here. That's an example. Wait, all the way down here. Right there. Right? If you can say no, then what's your answer? Then I got a lot of people's eyes going, what? No solution. Right? Excellent. Let's take a look at number 4. This one's slightly different. Okay? Can you see a number, I should say a letter, without numbers next to it? Look at it. Like a magician thing. Look at it, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this one right here does not have an X by itself, right? Everyone's thinking that, right? Right. Well, the trick works. Okay? So, what am I going to do? We're not confused with all these circles. Let's get rid of it. And let's circle that one. But wait, it's not done. I have to get the letter by itself, right? So let's just rewrite this. X plus 15 equals 1/2 y. Just as usual. Last year, this year, all the time. Circle, draw my wall. Think to yourself, how do I move that 15 away from the X? It's a plus 15, so I have to do what? Think to yourself quietly. What are you thinking? Tell me if I'm right. Subtract 15 on both sides. Everybody agree with me? Excellent. Minus 15 on both sides. So when I do that, they cancel. I get X equals 1/2 y minus 15. And draw a line underneath it. I'm using blue because I got it stains out compared to the black. So if you have a pattern pencil, you can switch off and make things easier also. So now, what am I going to do? Hold that thought. Let's see if you're right. I'm going to take this X and put it where? What's it telling me? Excellent. If you're thinking, put this into the other equation, that's what you got to do. And then I'm going to rewrite it so I don't forget to do everything. Negative X plus 1/2 y equals 13. Now, go back and put negative, but what does X equal? Parentheses, 1/2 y minus 15 plus 1/2. Oh, one more second. Whoops. So I have negative X plus, that makes some room there, so I'm going to run out of space. 1/2 y equals 13. So let's erase this part right here so I don't get too far in front. Okay, so there is my new equation that I just substituted in. And now I have to solve. Double check that you put everything in there. In this equation right here, we have a negative, which is down here. X is now equal 1/2 y minus 15 plus 1/2 y equals 13. Remember, there's an invisible 1 outside here. So I have to hop and multiply inside the parentheses. Negative 1 times 1/2 is negative 1/2 y. Negative times a negative is a positive. Excellent. Positive 15 plus 1/2 y equals 13. Just like always. Circle wall. What am I going to circle? The number and the letter with the sign. There's another number and the letter with the sign. You guys notice something with those two circles? They're both a half. One's negative and the other one is. So what's going to happen? Take 10 seconds. Think. Discuss with your partner. What am I going to do with those two circles? Combine them, right? I have two circles on the same side of the wall. I need to combine them into one. And what happens? Negative 1/2 plus 1/2 is, show me 0. Bing! Number one answer on the board. Negative 1/2 plus 1/2. If I have negative 1/2 and then I add 1/2, it's 0. So really nothing's there. What are we left with? 15 equals 13. 15 equals 13. Is that true? No. So what kind of solution is it? No solution. So you could say no, then it's no solution. Okay? Next question, 26. Do you see a letter all by itself? Excellent. This equation has a letter all by itself. Notice I circle it, because here is a lot of steps to do. If I don't circle it, I'm going to forget. Where do I substitute it into? If I circle it, it kind of tells me, you got to come back to there and do it. So I will take my blue line and put it underneath. You may want to use a pen and a pencil doing this, so you don't get confused. You can see what gets substituted. So let's rewrite this again. I know it's right underneath it. I just like writing it. So I remember what I'm putting it into and write it underneath. What am I going to do with this blue line? It equals y. So I'm going to plug it right in for the y. So when I do that, I'm going to rewrite this. 2 parentheses. What am I going to do with the blue marker? Blue pen. I got to insert 1/2 x plus 3. The parentheses. What do I write next? I got the 2. I got the y minus x equals 6. Notice I included everything underneath. I got the 2, down with this 2. I got the y, right here. I got the minus x, right here. I got the 6, right here. Everything is there. That's why I like writing it right above it, put my stuff underneath it, and then I double check. Did I put everything in there? Now, I have a number next to parentheses. Yes. Distribute. Again, if you forgot, don't forget about the rabbit hopping and multiplying. Yes, it's goofy. Okay, but I'd like to do a little goofy reminder. Hopefully, if you don't remember those keyword distribute, maybe those errors will come to you and say, oh, the rabbit hop and multiply. That's what we got to do. So 2 times 1/2 x is 1x plus 2 times positive 3 is 6 minus x equals 6. Again, you're thinking, Mr. Zerlo, we got to do what we usually do, right? Yeah, you're right. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? Combine. But let's double check. Circle, circle, wall. And the key word that you guys just said was combine. Show me combine on the board. Yes, combine them. We have 1x and an invisible 1. What happens with those two circles? You put them together. You get 0. 1 minus x, 1 minus 4 is 0. And I don't need it there, I can just cross that out. It's not really there. What am I left with? 6 equals 6. What happened? What did I get rid of? The x. And the 0 is not there. The 0 is gone. The x is in there, so what are we left with? Now, ask yourself, take 10 seconds. In your group, your partner, does 6 equal 6? Yes. Yes. If you can say yes, your answer is many solutions. But I wrote solutions, but I ran out of room. Okay? If this side equals that side, then you have many solutions. Okay? So you're going to have different possible answers. You may have many solutions, no solution, or like we did in question 1 and 2, you may need to have an x and a y as a solution, which is actually called, what's it called? How many answers did I get? 1. So what do you think this solution is called? That's kind of tricky. They're kind of trying to fool you. Yes? I will continue. It's called one solution, right? That's a one solution problem.